premarital sex in church?
Yeah, it's so hard.
I have invited Pastor John from Crosspoint Church to help us navigate through the topic of premarital sex. Can you please introduce yourself, John?
Yeah, my name's John Wilson. I'm actually one of the children's pastors at Crosspoint Church, and thank you for having me, Bruce. I'm really excited about this.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, I think this is a great question, a great topic to talk about, so yeah.
Thanks for joining us today. Before we begin, what are your thoughts on this topic, John?
Yeah, and I would agree with you. It is a sin. The Bible just makes that so clear. Anywhere from Hebrews to Corinthians, as Paul's talking about this, it is so clear that it is a sin. What we know about God is that He created all things, and He created it how He knew it should work. And so I would just say that to say it's old-fashioned, you're saying to the one who created the whole thing that this is outdated. And I think God knew that when He created it, how it should be, and that applied for when He wrote it, and today it applies either or. So I would just say that Paul talks about it to the point where he says to flee from any kind of sexual immorality. He says you can either marry or burn with passion. And what he's saying is if you're struggling with it that bad, then just go get married. Have sex where it's safe, because you either need to marry or you are just going to burn and fall into destruction.
What's interesting is that many Koreans assume that American churches are...
I would say it's within the church. No, we know it exists within the church, and we do all that we can to point people to the scriptures, to point people to Jesus, and to point them towards holiness. And so we know it's there. You know, a big problem is the culture, Bruce. The culture of saying, do whatever feels right to you, and instant gratification.
Exactly.
Yeah, you need it now.
Right away.
Right away. And that's so dangerous, because what comes with instant gratification is you're not thinking about the outcome, right? And so, why did I do that? I shouldn't have done that. Ooh, I can't do that again. And so, the reason God holds it for marriage is because it's good, it's holy, it's safe. And so, when we get into that, but I would just say to you, hold it for your future spouse. They are worth it, and it is so worth it.
Wow, thank you for your answer. I have one last question. What would you want to say to those who already have premarital sex in church?
Yeah, it's so hard. Remind yourself of the gospel. Just know that Christ came down while we were sinners. So Christ didn't come when we were perfect. He took on the weight of all of our sin, all the sins ever committed, that we commit, and that we ever will commit. Christ paid for all of that, and His blood runs down, and His blood cleans us. So I would just remind you that you were purchased with a price, and that price was Christ. So if you're struggling with this, if you've fallen into it before, just know that the Bible tells us that we're made new, that we have been crucified with Christ, that we have put away our... So just know that there is forgiveness and there is redemption. And so whatever has been done, God can use for good. So I would just encourage you, move forward. Don't think it's too late for you to move forward. Keep moving forward. Walk towards Christ. Pursue holiness, because it is worth it.